Go.
Oh, hello, my name is Sharyn Bovat, and I'm at the mansion at O Street. I'm here because it was an accidental, there was a promotion, I got the promotion, but at the same time I needed to find a place to take my mother's memorabilia and items that she had collected through her life. My grandfather was Carl Frisbee. He was Naval Intelligence, OSS, CIA. I don't really know what he did because some of it's still classified. It was in Korea in the 40s. My mother was in Japan in the 50s. Her name was Bovat. She was the chief stewardess. They called them stewardesses then, not flight attendants, for Trans-Ocean Airlines. And she actually hired women to spy for America. After World War II, they had created an agreement with Japan that we would work on their airline with them, and eventually they opened up JAL. But they always had an American captain and a Japanese co-pilot. So people during World War II actually became colleagues, and these were people that 10 years before were fighting each other in World War II. So it was kind of an interesting bit of history. And when my mom lived in Japan, she collected a lot of items. And I needed to find a place, because she passed away in July, that I would feel comfortable taking them to. An aviation museum has already taken her uniform from her being a flight attendant, and that has been preserved, I think, for about 30 years. They took it 30 years ago. And as soon as things are declassified, which they will be soon, that will be in an aviation museum. It's at the Oakland Aviation Museum. The dad that raised me, I called him my real dad. He was a pilot with World Airways, and he was covert ops. And he had collected things from Iran. He collected things all over the world. And he did a lot of missions in Laos and Cambodia and during Vietnam, and I have items from that too. So currently I'm collecting items that'll be going to a museum, but I also have household goods, and when I saw this place, I was relieved, because there's a place where things that my family cared about, my 3-generation CIA family cared about, that you just don't want to put in a dumpster. You don't want to send them to Goodwill, because these items, they're actually part of history. I myself am a former intel gatherer. I was in Leningrad in the Cold War in the 80s, and I actually have my own history that I've actually talked to people in Studio City about. So things are coming out. It's going to be a wild year. Put your seatbelts on. And some of the memorabilia, I am grateful that the Mansion of O exists, because people like me have a place to take their stuff.